Hello and welcome back to Hidden Gems. My name is Arden Thomas. I'm the Syncom Smalltalk Product Manager. If you have any questions or want any of the code from the screencast, you can reach me at athomas@syncom.com. First, I want to mention in this image, we've loaded Store for PostgreSQL, so I can load my information, net clients, and I have these three packages right here. We're going to be using for our examples a domain of stocks, and I actually load stocks. I do some screen scraping, which we can go into in another screencast to load these from the web. And if we, for example, say, show me this stock right here, stocks first, I can see that the symbol here is this sector, name, industry, exchange, stocks. I have, I think, quite a number. Let's inspect that. Oh yes, 5,193. So quite a few to work with. So we have our first, also loaded into this image also, we have stock domain, the DomainMaster framework, and I have some extensions that I may move into DomainMaster over time, so there's not this dependency, but I have some helper methods. I've put in extensions. So if I look at stock app, I've simply made it a subclass of DomainMaster, and this is what the interface looks like. I'll edit it here. Load the UI tools. Yes. Okay. My symbol simply says my symbol, and I can use this. This basically returns self, but I like the flow of saying my symbol, my name, my industry, my sector, my exchange, and each one of these is set to type string, and that is basically it for the interface. On the code side of things, there's literally none. There's literally none. So this whole application is what you just saw for the interface, and I can say with the DomainMaster API, open with domain stock. So let's do that. And there we have a stock showing up in this simple reusable application piece. I can swap another one in by saying value : to that app, and the stock at JPM. Let's inspect that. Okay, that gives us, as we'd expect, the stock JP Morgan or American Express. If I run this right here, it dynamically swaps that in. So that's part of the magic of value models, and this framework uses that. So we can easily swap a new domain into these simple, very simple applications. Application 2, stock list app. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Let's edit it. It's simply, now the API for this framework says your list or data set will be, the aspect will be list manager, and that's the standard name to use. So that's all that's done here. We use list manager. On the instance side, we have an initialize that says super initialize, and then, hey, my list is stocks as list. That's it. That's that application. What does that look like? Well, let's run it. Okay, and we get, as expected, we get a big long list of stocks. That's pattern 2. And we'll show you more things in that. One of the things, let me reopen that. One of the things in this is that the framework manages the full list, and since often with a list you want to subset the list, but then you may need to or want to go back to the full list, it basically supports that. So I can do that by telling it, here's the subset of things to display. So if I just want the stocks in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, DJIA, I can say to that list app, your display list is just those stocks. Let's do that. And there we go. It's just the stocks in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It also supports, like I told you, it holds on to the full list. So I can say show the full list. So that is pattern, a little bit about pattern 2. Pattern 3, we bring the list and the stock app together. Let's show you what that looks like. We have the stock list app. We tell it to use the standard Windows spec. We give it an ID. And we also have the stock app right here, stock app and stock list app, put together here in a sub-canvas widget. So that's all this is. Let's go to the other side. Our initialize, this is where we'll go to see how this is put together. Our stock list app is a stock list app new. Pretty straightforward. Our stock app says it's a stock app. Get your domain from the stock list app. So this creates a new instance and tells us where to find the domain or the domain holder. It's the stock list app. Otherwise, that's basically all the code. Stock app and stock list app are just getters. And that is it. That is all the code for this application. So what does that look like? Stock list app open. And there we go. We can go into that. And likewise, we can subset that list. And we can go through any of these domains that are from the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So that's the beginning of how to start reusing. This is pattern 3, and like I showed you, this is basically all the code to tie those together. So what DomainMaster handles, let's take a look at DomainMaster here a second. We have DomainMaster and Domain List Master. There's a subclass here. If you have a multi-selection list, we'll talk more about that in the future, and some other supporting capabilities to help this work correctly. So if you have any questions, please contact me at athomas@syncom.com, and I hope you have enjoyed this, and we'll do more with this in future screencasts. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.